Hi everyone, this is your friend Spellbound. Today I have an interesting read for you. I'm going to leave it as a general reading because spirits seem to have some type of a message, and this is the most cards I've ever pulled in a spread for some reason. So I don't know, I guess they just wanted to say something. And it's actually a very good reading. So I'm just going to jump right in it because I don't have any toothpaste commercials to make or any signups for text messages and all that good stuff. So to jump right into it, we started out with the star card. And this is a brand new deck. So this is my first time using it. So sometimes that's how I know when they're trying to tell me something, when I use different decks and I'm getting the same cards, same messages. Because last night when I broke open a different deck, it was the first time using that deck, I pulled a couple of cards just to take pictures. So this top row was the exact same three cards that they gave me along with a couple of these other cards. So as soon as I pulled these first three cards, because I was just, shuffling, I said, no, they're trying to tell me the same thing. So let me just pull everything out and listen. And it's a beautiful message. It's kind of a reassurance. So for those of you who were in a conundrum lately or, stuck in a situation where you didn't see the end result, or for those of you who had to make executive decisions and cut people out and go into a period of rest or healing or rejuvenation, for the most part this is the reason why from spirit. So it's telling you to trust your intuition, and this is the reason why. And they're finally revealing or giving a sneak peek of what's in store for you or what they desire for you, what you can work on manifesting, what is to come, and their wishes for you. So remember, you have to work with spirit. You can't block them and ask them for stuff and then you turn your back on it, or you're not open and receptive. So I'm not trying to lecture, I'm trying to give you guys a nice quick reading because you have things to do. So you have the star card. Okay, look at her just looking up to the universe like, Lord, take me now. I trust you. I'm here. I'm with you. I'm in this moment. This is a beautiful moment. My heart is full. I have no worries. I'm healed. I'm happy. This is optimism, joy, love, everything. If I could sum this up, this would be when you're in your intuition, the High Priestess card, the B and the J pillars. Boaz, I believe that B pillar is the unity between balance and love, right? Unity between balance and love. It's the epitome of love. It's when you found the balance of love, love itself, just joy completely. No strings attached. No, you're not attached to anyone or anything. You're just on that level. You're vibrating at your highest. So you found that. And you found that in this moment right here, the moment of being on your own, self-sufficient. Listen, hey, look, you could have your light bill due to be shut off tomorrow for the most part. But you know what? On Monday, you'll go down and pay the extra $30 and get it put back on. Whatever. You don't have to be like rich necessarily when you're in the Nine of Pentacles mode. You're responsible. You're self-sufficient. You don't have to call anyone and ask them to, hey, pay my light bill. You stand your own expense, even if you're living in the bushes, right? You're self-sufficient, period. So you've learned to be within yourself and be in your presence, okay? Nobody has to know your business or whatever. And you know what? Those are like the building blocks of life. How many of you can remember? I know I can. I can remember the days when I just had 77 cents in my pocket and I had a choice between toilet paper and bread. And all that was in the cupboard was a bag of rice, and I had a kid, right? So there have been days where I would have to go use the bathroom in churches. Not that I shouldn't even be telling you this because I don't want to put my business out there, but I want to let you know there's hope. I've had to use the bathroom in churches just to get toilet paper to take home. Use the bathroom in Barnes and Nobles, right? just to make sure I could at least, whatever little bit of change I had, feed my kid. And it wasn't because I was like a deadbeat or anything like that, but women, we fall into a gray area sometimes where we can't get resources because of the type of jobs we have or whatever. And it's a different story. So I'm not necessarily trying to put the hardship out there and be a pity party, because God has been very good to me and he still is. And even going through those moments, I was still covered, I was still protected, I had a roof over my head. And even if it was just that little bowl of rice, and back then the supermarket would give you a whole big bag of chicken for $2 and $3, you just had to cut it up and clean it more. We ate and we were fine. Not a lot of condiments. It was a moment in time, right? And I'm actually glad to be sitting here looking back at those moments, because you learn, you elevate, and you grow. So don't judge a man until you've walked like a mile in his shoes, or his story. I know what it's like standing at the bus stop at 5 o'clock in the morning, and people might look funny at you when you wrapped up in your blanket, your comforter, and your sheet, because it is brick outside. But you got to get where you're going. So I know what it's like to be on both sides of the fence. And gee, I shouldn't even post this video because this is sad, but I have stories. I can tell you all about hard times. And you know what? You keep the faith and you persevere through it. So, sorry I went off on a tangent. But Nine of Pentacles. So you've learned to be self-sustaining. There's other messages in this card, but for this particular instance with what I'm seeing, here comes the Ace of Cups. This is brand new opportunities presenting themselves. So even if this wasn't a love situation, if this is you and your Nine of Pentacles, something more is coming. So it goes back to you're self-sustaining, but you're not just going to stay at that level. Things will get better for you. Some type of an opportunity is coming in for you. Okay? I mean, I'm focusing on love. I'm a Libra. I'm a big old softie. But if love is not your interest and investment was just about to slip out of my mouth, look out for a lucrative investment opportunity coming your way. Okay? Ace of Wands, spirit, the spiritual aspect of us, the thing that makes us animated, the driving force within us. I even just heard anima, sola, that soul that's in purgatory in the eternal flames. This is fire, burning, passion. Okay, we've got something new coming in. I'm going to leave it as love for now. So we've got new love coming in. And I trust this offer not because of the Ace of Wands. I trust it because of the Ace of Cups. These two aces combined together are a yes. These two aces are luck. Okay, and I trust it. But guess what? I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket. I'm not going to run around like I'm hungry or I'm thirsty, because I am not. Queen of Swords. The queens are patience. She is a lady. So why I say she's a lady is because a lady does not run around and tell all her business. This opportunity that's coming in, you're not going to jump on it. You're going to accept it, but you're going to be smart, diligent. You're going to move about it mature and accordingly. And you're not going to be telling everybody about it. You're not going to be speaking in the face of this opportunity, telling them, well, I ain't going to do this and I ain't going to do that. You may know what you're not going to do, but you're not going to tell them that. You want to see everything in writing. You want to see the bottom line. You want to see the bottom dollar. The Strength card. Like I said, you're going to take this opportunity because you're optimistic about it. It looks good. Okay, it looks good. It's a good opportunity. So be it love or money, this thing that's coming in, it looks very good for you, and I would go with it. Seven of Cups, the Hanged Man, Ace of Swords. Don't get too caught up in stagnation, even if things look like they're not moving. Things are moving, right? Things are definitely moving, but you're going to be not in your head, but in your thoughts. These two together. Because again, oh, this is the third ace. Aces, there are opportunities, but for me, especially with this Queen of Sword, again, you're going to be clear and discerning in what you're doing. So this Hangman here, the other thing is, right, because I think I told you I was going to tell you the why. Some of you may not be sure about this opportunity or whatever. This was the why right here as well, the Seven of Cups. Before you were in positions where you were faced with doubt and indecision, you may have been dealing with individuals. Here goes the Leo card as well up there. So you could have been dealing with, fire sign Leo. Here go the wand. You could have been dealing with Aries, Sagittarius. I'm going to leave Sagittarius out of this. You could have been with a Leo or an Aries. But you were faced with indecision, or the person you were dealing with, they thought they had choices and options. They thought. They always think. I'm not going to go there. So what you did, right? Seven of Cups. Cups is emotions, cups are emotions. I pulled a couple of clarifying cards. What came in was action. So you were in a situation where they might have thought they had options. The Knight of Swords comes in with news, fast communication. He might have also came in to cut it out or cut you off. When I pulled another card, yes. And this actually, at this point, I would let the Knight of Swords represent your intuition, because whatever this stagnancy and the indecision was about, especially with the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords, that was your intuition cutting it off. Ten of Wands. It was a burden. It made your spirit feel heavy, hot, tired, weak, weary from within. You had to let that go. So it was severed, and you know what? It was the end of that. What came after was the Page of Wands. This Page of Wands, because again, it was a nudge. In this case, definitely, I'm going to, embrace the spiritual aspect of the wands for once. This Page of Wands was your guides, giving you hope, giving your heart hope. Speaking of hearts, look at that hair right there, okay? Giving you hope, fertile grounds to come, fertile times to come, So that's what that Page of Wands was. It was like news from not news. Pages are opportunities, new opportunities. So this was kind of like a hope in a way. So this page telling you, let's get all of these ideas, or giving you ideas. This is your spirit, your intuition again. You're starting to find your passion, fire up your passion, saying, hey, there is life. So you're, getting your creative juices going after indecision. A little bit of stagnancy is like after you cut this out, you freed yourself from the indecision in the situation. Again, didn't have to be love. Okay, but this is about opportunity and energy, period. So if it's love, it's love. If it's business, it's business. Okay, I don't necessarily mess around with people and their health, but this could even be you feeling better after a period of not being sure, afraid to go to the doctors, or the doctors are telling you this, or minor ailment, but you're starting to catch yourself back again. So this is the opportunities, possibilities of an opportunities. You need to get moving on it. This is just the thought. or this is just the messages that you're getting, right? And then because Spirit was on a roll, believe it or not, these are all clarifying just that Seven of Cups. This is telling you the why, in case you didn't know. You have a feeling, but you just couldn't formulate the thoughts of a why. You're just following your intuition. And normally when Spirit moves, you might not necessarily know the exact why. If you can just have that faith and obey them, sometimes you can look back and see the why, right? 10 of Cups. So this is what they're pushing you towards. See that Ace of Cups over there? This 10 of Cups. This is what they want for you. The highest of wishes. They want you to be fulfilled and satisfied. So this is what you've been through. This is the opportunity coming in. This is how you need to handle this opportunity. Be discerning, be ready, be real decent about it. Elevate your game. You know, keep the faith and the hope up. Don't worry about where we've been. You know, it's not about where you've been, it's about where you've been going. This was the bottom of the deck. So in this case, for me, it's a little bit more of the why and the where you've been, the past energy. You, Two of Swords. You weren't necessarily obeying your intuition, or you were getting the nudge of it because you needed to make a decision to cut something out, make a choice. You needed more details about it. You couldn't see, but something back there was telling you everything is not right. Everything is not right, but the way the head is turned to the side, your eyes might be closed, but now all your other senses are heightened. So you were kind of like listening in the wind for the messages. The Spirit is talking to you. Seven of Swords. This was what was going on. See, people think you couldn't see, but you know, sight is not the only sense. They thought you couldn't see. They thought you didn't know. So you're over here all tied up. Just your eyes. Just your eyes. But they think you can't see while they rob and, you know, they rip and run off. But you ended that. You ended that Wheel of Fortune. You closed that cycle. You shut that down. Okay, I asked, honestly, believe me, when I was shuffling these cards and getting these messages, I was like, please give me a sign that this reading is at an end. So they gave me the Death card. So you see, once you close that cycle, this was the confirmation of change and transformation that's coming in. See, you went through something, you learned, and you grew. Now you know. Three of Pentacles. This is people coming together to work and make something. What is it? Three of Pentacles is the priest, the architect, and the carpenter. And I need to go into the reason behind that as far as Masons and Freemasonry. So when I get a chance, I want to, you know, dive into their story a whole lot more. But if you build it, they will come. So you're transforming yourself, or you've transformed. Transformation, the best transformation is the transformation on the inside, when you really realize and when you know. So people might be looking at you on the outside because they did what they did, got away with what they got away, or they don't know your story, and they're laughing, ha ha ha, but they can't see what's on the inside, all the good stuff. When you're ready to come up, you know, remember, you're the Queen of Swords, you're a lady or a gentleman. Men, please don't come for me, okay? You have a feminine and a masculine sign on one side, and when those two are in balance, they're in harmony. So please, please, please don't come for me. This is not just for ladies. Men have feelings too. And the best thing is a man that's emotionally balanced and mature and grounded. That's a plus and a turn on. But I digress. Three of Pentacles. So you're looking for someone to build with, or actually that's what's coming in. Justice in the situation, the balance. This is what you get. Okay, you've worked towards this. And then these last 4 cards, this is where I'm going to end this reading, because it pretty much told me everything else afterwards, I hope. Yes, there's more to come. I think I probably could pull this deck out, but then we would start going into details of what you've been through, and we're shutting those doors. We ended that cycle. So after the Justice, remember 3 of Pentacles, you're calling in someone to build with. You're gonna put the work in together, and you're willing to work, and it's manifesting. Look at you working and manifesting. That 8 of Pentacles is coming because someone else is entering the scene. You're gonna have a Knight of Pentacles, and he's already, or she is already on their way. So there's movement in your situation now. There's no more stagnancy with this hanged person and all of that. That's over. We're gonna have some incoming movement. I could not tell you when. For some reason, I get the feeling of spring. In a couple of my readings, I keep feeling spring. Could be sooner. If you're already in this situation and it's new, it's moving, just moving slowly. And keep the faith in it. So you're gonna have this person coming in to build and to grow with. You're gonna reach this, but you're gonna transcend beyond that, because this is not the goal. But this is just what's gonna happen and just what you're gonna reach. And that's the 10 of Pentacles. So you're working towards something. I mean, regardless of whether or not this night is coming or not, you're working towards something. And for the people that are here for finances or money or whatever, you're gonna, I don't want to put collaborations out there, but you could be joined by more than one idea. So you might be manifesting more ideas and bringing in more opportunities for yourself towards something. 4 of Wands is more movement in a sense. Wands are, I said wands were like spirit and passion, etc. So you're going to be enjoying whatever it is you're doing. People could be joining you on this level, if you want to take it to a spiritual level. Other people that want to come to you, want to collaborate with you, they want to be inside of that institution with you, building, making, doing stuff. If this is love, this is you making more of a stable home, having more of a happy, joyous union. Some call it the marriage card or whatever. So I don't want to leave this as your end goal, because we're always growing and evolving. But I am going to leave the reading right here for who this resonates with. I hope it resonates with you. Have a pleasant day, everyone.